Good morning, everyone. I am Mansi Damani, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of IFGL Refractories Limited. At the outset, I extend warm welcome to members, respected board members, statutory auditors, and secretarial auditors of the company present. This meeting is being held through video conferencing in accordance with circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs under applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013, as well as SEBI regulations, and accessible to all members of the company, irrespective of their location in India or abroad. The registered office of the company, situated at Sector B, Kalunga Industrial Estate, PO Kalunga 770031, District Sundargarh, Odisha, shall be deemed as venue for the meeting and proceedings of the AGM. Please be informed that all members have been kept on mute to enable seamless conduct of the meeting. Members who have registered themselves as speakers will get the opportunity to express their views and or ask queries during the AGM. It may be noted that the company reserves the right to restrict the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time during the course of the meeting. Speakers will be allowed to speak only when asked for. Speakers are requested to limit their speech to 2 to 3 minutes only. Proceedings of this meeting are being recorded for compliance purposes, and recording of the same will be made available on company's website under Investors section after conclusion of the meeting. As this AGM is being held through video conferencing, the facility for appointment of proxies was not applicable, and hence the proxy register is not available for inspection. However, body corporate were entitled to appoint authorized representatives to attend the AGM through video conferencing, other audiovisual means, and cast their votes through e-voting. I would like to inform members that pursuant to the provisions of Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013, the requisite quorum required for today's meeting is 30 members. I confirm that quorum is present. Notice of 17th AGM along with annual report for financial year 2023-24 was circulated to the members wherever email IDs were available. AGM notice was also uploaded on website of the company and could also be accessed from the websites of BSE Limited, National Stock Exchange of India Limited, and that of NSDL. Accordingly, notice of AGM is being taken as read. There are no qualification or adverse remarks or reservations in the statutory auditor's report and secretarial audit report, and hence they are also not required to be read at AGM. The company provided remote e-voting facility to its members, facilitated by NSDL, to exercise their right to vote on the resolutions proposed to be passed at 17th AGM by electronic means. The remote e-voting was available from Sunday, 28 July 2024 to Tuesday, 30th July 2024. E-voting is active and shall remain so for 15 minutes after conclusion of this AGM. Members who have not casted their votes through remote e-voting can still cast their votes. I now request Company Chairman, Mr. Shishir Kumar Bajoria, to conduct further proceedings of the AGM.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you. Namaskar. Good morning, Suprabhat. Ladies and gentlemen, members of IFGL, and my dear colleagues, a very warm welcome to you on this occasion of the 17th AGM of your company. I have joined the AGM through video conferencing from my residence in Kolkata. Our company secretary has already informed us that the requisite quorum is present, and hence I call this meeting to order. I now request other directors of the company present today to kindly record their presence. Let me start with Mr. Rajan.
Good morning, everybody. I am DG Rajan. I have joined the AGM through video conferencing from my residence in Chennai. I am the non-executive independent director of the company. I am the chairman of the audit committee and the nomination and remuneration committee of the company. Thank you.
Thanks, DG. Our managing director, Mr. McIntosh.
Good morning, all. I am Managing Director of the company, James McIntosh. I have joined this meeting through video conferencing from our company's manufacturing facility at Visakhapatnam. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Our Director and CEO India, Mr. Arasu S. Arasu, you are on mute.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I have joined this AGM through video conferencing from our company's manufacturing facility at Visakhapatnam. Thank you.
Our Director and General Counsel, Mr. Rajesh Agarwal.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rajesh Agarwal. I am joining this AGM from my company's head-on corporate office at Kolkata. I am member of Risk Management Committee and also Stakeholders Committee. Thank you.
With the attendance recorded as required, I trust that you have all received the annual report for financial year 2023-24 and the AGM notice, which includes details of resolutions proposed for voting. Hopefully, you have gone through the same. And also the report of the statutory auditor. They are being considered as read. Your directors have recommended that resolutions for all the ordinary and special business are unanimously approved as they are in the best interest of the company. I would like to inform you that the resolutions cannot be proposed or seconded or cannot be put to vote by show of hands, as the facility of e-voting is available for casting your votes thereon. Shri S.M. Gupta, proprietor of Mrs. S.M. Gupta and Company, practicing company secretaries, have been appointed as scrutinizers for scrutinizing e-voting in fair and a transparent manner. I would like to draw your attention specifically to the following items of business mentioned in the AGM notice. Reappointment of statutory auditors, S.R. Bartley-Boy and Company LLP. This is the first term which will come to an end after conclusion of this AGM, and they are being proposed to be reappointed for the second term after this. They are part of the very well-known S.R. Bartley-Boy and network of audit firms. Resolution for their appointment provided for empowering your board to fix remuneration, which will be done commensurate to the remuneration paid to them in earlier years and their level of engagement with the company. Second item is transaction with related parties. All transactions with related parties are in the ordinary course of business at arm's length. None of the overseas subsidiaries who are material subsidiaries for the purpose of Regulation 16 of SEBI LODR, Regulations 2015, are material subsidiaries for the purpose of Regulation 24 of the said regulation. Number 3, payment of remuneration to the Managing Director, Mr. James McIntosh, is in this regard, I would like to draw your attention that the company, your company, has operations not only in India, but also in China, Germany, UK, US, with two factories, with two separate subsidiaries being in UK and US, including through step-down subsidiaries located there. Considering the unique setup of the operations of the company, activities cannot be compared with those of its peers. Remunerations and perks proposed to be paid to Mr. McIntosh are aligned and commensurate with his stature, profile, and responsibilities as the managing director of your company. I would now request our company secretary, Mrs. Mansi Damani, to read out the items of business which form part of the AGM notice. Over to you, Mansi.
Thank you. In all, there are 7 agenda items in AGM notice. While first 4 items form part of ordinary business, balance 3 relate to special business. Brief particulars of resolutions proposed are the following. 1. Ordinary resolution for adoption of both standalone and consolidated audited financial statements of the company for year ended on 31st March 2024, reports of Board of Directors and auditors thereon. 2. Ordinary resolution for approval for payment of final dividend at the rate of 70%, that is rupees 7 per equity share, recommended by the Board of Directors for financial year 2023-24. 3. Ordinary resolution for reappointment of Mr. James Leacock McIntosh as director of the company for further period liable to retire by rotation. 4. Ordinary resolution for reappointment of statutory auditors Messrs. S.R. Batley Boy & Company LLP for second term of 5 years after conclusion of the 17th AGM until conclusion of 22nd AGM of the company. 5. Special resolution for reappointment of Mr. James Leacock McIntosh as Managing Director of the company for the period of 3 years from 1st September 2024 to 31st August 2027. 6. Ordinary resolution for entering into transactions with related parties pursuant to Section 188 of the Companies Act 2013, read with companies, meetings of board and its past rules 2014. 7. Ordinary resolution for ratification of remuneration for financial year 2024-25 of cost auditor Messrs. Money and Company.
Thank you, Mansi. I now request our Managing Director, Mr. James McIntosh, to give an overview of the performance of the company for financial year 23-24. Over to you, Jim.
Thank you, Shishir. Members already have the Director's report for the financial year 23-24, wherein not only the consolidated and standalone financial performance of the company for that year has been given, but also how they compare with those of the preceding year, financial year 2022 to 23, and also industry review, future outlook and expansion plans of the company. There has been an 18% year-over-year increase in total group revenues. This significant growth reflects our team's dedication and strategic planning, even amidst a challenging economic landscape. Throughout financial year 24, we've encountered a range of obstacles, such as the macroeconomic weakness in Europe, exacerbated by the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. The conflict between Israel and Palestine, and also the crisis in the Red Sea region, have contributed to geopolitical instability, affecting trade routes and market sentiment. These factors had a notable impact on our operations and market conditions generally. From the steel industry's perspective, the subdued global economic recovery has had a dampening effect on steel production worldwide. This sluggish recovery has led to lower demand in our primary markets overseas. The financial highlights for financial year 24 on standalone basis have been the following. Total income for the financial year 24 stood at 910 crores. Due to the provision for Ostrava, which was an exceptional item, the EBITDA was flat. Without this exceptional item, EBITDA would have been up by 26% year on year. PAT for the year stood at rupees 65.1 crores. And continuing our strategy to be stronger at home, the domestic portion of standalone revenue for the year was 67% and export 33%. For reference, in financial year 21, this was 40% domestic and 60% export. The domestic growth each year has been greater than 30%. On a consolidated basis, financial highlights for the financial year 24 have been the following. For FY24, total income grew by 18% year on year to rupees 1,658 crores. EBITDA stood at rupees 173 crores, up by 4% year on year, even after the exceptional items which affected the standalone result. PAT for the year stood at 81.7 crores. With respect to the liquidity position, we remained net debt-free with a strong balance sheet. Cash and cash equivalents stood at rupees 202.1 crores on a consolidated basis as on the 31st of March 2024. Your company's overseas subsidiaries have performed well against the prevailing ones mentioned earlier, with consolidated revenue for your company's immediate subsidiary, IFGL Worldwide Holdings Limited, has increased by 22% compared to the preceding financial year, FY 2022-23. Additionally, profit before tax has increased by 13%. The World Steel Association released its short-range outlook, for steel demand forecast for 2024 and 25, and excluding China, suggest a broad-based growth in the steel demand at a relatively strong level of 3.5% per annum over 24-25. Other comments of note were the following. India has emerged as the strongest driver of steel demand growth since 2021, and projections suggest Indian steel demand will continue to charge ahead with 8% growth in its steel demand over 2024 and 2025, driven by continued growth in all steel-using sectors and especially by continued strong growth in infrastructure investments. In 2025, steel demand in India is projected to be almost 70 million tonnes, higher than in 2020. Other emerging parts of the world, such as MENA and ASEAN, are expected to show accelerated growth in their steel demand over 24-25 after a significant slowdown in 22-23. The EU, and in particular the United Kingdom, remains a region currently facing the largest challenges. The region, and in particular its steel-using sectors, are challenged on a multitude of fronts: geopolitical shifts and uncertainty, high inflation, monetary tightening, and partial withdrawal of fiscal support, and still high energy and commodity prices. On this basis, 2024 provides foundation for a meaningful recovery of 5.3% in 2025. US steel demand continues to show healthy steel demand fundamentals. The country's steel demand is expected to quickly return to a growth path in 2024 after a sharp drop led by the housing market slowdown in 2023 thanks to strong investment activity, which received a boost from the Inflation Reduction Act and a gradual recovery in housing activity. Your company's strategic shift 2 years ago to focus our growth targets on the Indian domestic market has proven to be a good decision, and has played a crucial role in our success. Domestic operations thrived with greater than 30% growth, and the challenges in the export business were offset by the growth in our domestic markets. As you all know, IFGL, throughout its history, has been focused mainly on the steel industry, and we had promised a move into the non-ferrous sectors. We are pleased to announce that in early 2024, we commenced supply of our own high alumina brick products produced at the new manufacturing plant in Wankana, Gujarat, of a toll manufacturer. Our primary focus will be on delivering top-tier products that offer superior performance to customers in the non-ferrous sectors such as cement, glass, coke, lime, and coal gasification industries. This milestone event signifies the beginning of our journey beyond the steel industry, marking a significant moment in our company's legacy. Additionally, in May 2024, we inaugurated our continuous casting flux plant in Visakhapatnam, which at full capacity will be expected to generate upwards of 80 crores in annual revenue. Today, we have inaugurated our magnesia carbon brick plant, projected to bring in over rupees 100 crores annually. Both projects initiated in 2022 are ready to contribute significantly to our group's income. Hoffman Ceramics' rationalization of manufacturing facilities, including shifting and consolidation of the manufacturing in the Czech Republic to that in Germany, is now complete. This will strengthen our foundry operations and enable us to benefit from greater efficiency and economies of scale. Now that Lok Sabha election is over, we hope to progress on our manufacturing facility in Odisha, which will be for manufacturing high-quality ISO products at a total investment of Rs 150 crores, largely to be funded from internal accruals. We signed our contract with PwC for SAP S/4HANA implementing partner and commenced the work of business process mapping. This will give the company an integrated business process running platform to leverage streamlined operations, real-time data analytics, and advanced decision-making processes to make us more agile, efficient, and responsive by harnessing the power of technology and optimizing our processes and driving sustainable growth across all facets of our organization. We have also partnered with Deloitte to launch the People First HR program, which will help us embark on a journey of organization transformation by keeping the people at the forefront, which will enable us to continue our growth. Your company's management feels the foundations we now have in place on the technology, up-to-date manufacturing capability, our people approach, integrated systems development for better business decisions, and making an introduction of new products stands us in excellent shape to meet our growth targets for the future. Your company's board will meet on Saturday, the 10th of August, 2024, to consider and take on record unaudited financial results, both on the standalone and consolidated basis, for quarter ended 30th of June 2024. Until such time, said financial results, being in the nature of price-sensitive information, cannot be discussed. Now I hand over the meeting back to Shishir for further proceedings.
Thanks a lot, Jim, for giving a very detailed, yet I would say concise update to the members of the company. Now, members, you have sent requests to the company and have registered as speakers. You'll be requested to speak. Each speaker is required to restrict the respective speech to a maximum of 3 minutes. Please avoid and refrain from asking questions on published price-sensitive information, as we do not provide guidance for future. You are also requested to avoid repetition of questions in the interest of time. No sooner I will take the name of the speaker, their mic will be opened. Speaker will have to also unmute the audio at their end and start the video from their end and then commence speaking. Permit me to start by requesting Sri Subhas Kaur to be the first speaker.
Sir?
Yes, Mr. Kaur, your audio, but kindly switch on your video.
Good morning, Namaskar, and greetings of the day, Honorable Chairman Sir, MD Sir, and to all the board members. My name is Subhash Kaur, joining from Kolkata. Sir, I would like to congratulate you and entire management for excellent performance the current financial year and giving wonderful dividend and also achieving Capital Export Awards 2023. And CSR policy was excellent. I wholeheartedly support all the resolution. Sir, our MD sir, your initial speech was a very detailed one and excellent one. Clearly explained our company's present and future prospect. Sir, our company presenting a detailed 216 plus pages annual reports. It's a really wonderful and informative with fact and figures are all norms of corporate governance. Now coming to my queries. Sir, what is the company's future roadmap next 2 to 5 years? Next, sir, what is the company's outlook on the international market wherein we are exporting? Next, sir, what is our company's CapEx program for the R&D sector for future and more growth plan? Next, sir, what is our thought regarding the carbon neutralization program? And last query, sir, what is the percentage of foreign exchange earning in our revenue? My sincere thanks to well-experienced Company Secretary, Madam Mansi Damani, and the entire team for wonderful investor services and registering my name as a speaker and also calling me over telephone. Sir, continue VC meeting in future. Nothing to add more. I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperities in the coming future. Thank you very much, sir. Namaskar.
Thanks a lot, Sri Kaur. I now go to the next speaker, Sri Rajan Modak.
Yeah, you can hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good morning. Namaskar. Respected Chairman, other Board of Directors, sir, I'm Sujan Modak. I'm attending this meeting from my residence in Kolkata, sir. Sir, if you see the performance of our company, it's a very nice performance, very satisfactory performance, sir. And my previous speaker has already asked questions. I don't want to repeat it as you already said, sir. But my one question is there, sir, what are the key challenges at this moment our company is facing to keep this growth momentum sustainable? If you can tell us, sir. And sir, if there is a possibility of a factory visit, you can please consider. And nothing to add more, sir. Before I finish, I'd like to thank our company secretary, Madam Mansi Damani, and her whole team for doing a very good investor services to the investors community. Thank you. Over to you, sir, for further proceedings. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sri Modak. I now turn to Sri Amrendra Nath Ray. Sri Ray.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Respected Chairman, Mr. Shishir Bajoria, other board of members present, myself, Amarendranath Rai, an equity shareholder of IFGL Refractories Limited, joining video conferencing from Kolkata. It is 17th annual general meeting organized by our company through video conferencing. Special thanks to our well-experienced cordial company secretary, Mansi Damani, for giving me an opportunity to express my views, and her secretarial department, including Mr. Mansi Damani, rendering good investor service for sending annual report, joining link with speaker serial number well in advance, and conducting video conferencing in smooth manner. Sir, our annual report is colorful, exhaustive, self-explanatory, transparent with facts and figures are all in place, and adhere to the all norms of corporate governance. Our company's performance is good. Our company's total income on consolidated basis was 1,399.65 crores of rupees in FY23, It is increased and stood at 1,658.26 crores of rupees in FY24. In this challenging global situation, profit after tax also increased in FY24, maintaining CAGR 19.48%. Thanks to our management for declaring dividend of ₹7 per equity share. In the page number 140, traveling and conveyance expenses was increased about 40% and stood at 21.29 crores of rupees and, in FY24 compared to the previous year's traveling and conveyance 15.25 crores of rupees. Miscellaneous expenses was increased about 40% and stood at 26.15 crores of rupees in FY24. Compared to the previous year's miscellaneous expenses, about 18.27 crores of rupees. 18.77 crores of rupees stood 26.16 crores of rupees. Sir, traveling expenses, miscellaneous expenses could have been reduced through video conferencing and others. Please share your views. Sir, I would like to know how the company is going to growth in next 5 years. Sir, which are the verticals in the business which has been least affected and also significantly affected by the current macroeconomic condition? Sir, how are we adopting digital technology to increase production? Sir, I have casted my voting in favor of all resolution. I have full trust on our strong, efficient management. I wish our company's prosperity. I believe under the leadership under Honorable Chairman, sir, and with the help of directors, officials, and staffs, our company will grow up near height near future. Thank you for present hearing. Over to you for further proceeding. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sri Ray. I now request Sri Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello.
Very
Hello.
well.
Hello.
Management more scared.
Hello.
Manoj ji, you're very audible.
Hello, Manoj Kumar Gupta बोल रहा
I am Manoj Kumar Gupta, भैया, शिशिर भैया.
Yes, please go ahead.
हाँ, my audible, Manjeet Singh audible.
Sir, मैं Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I've joined this meeting from Calcutta. I have full faith and I thank for sir. I would like to thanks to you and your team for the excellent result of the company for the year 23-24. And so I have full faith and confidence on you and your team to give a good return to the employees and the investors. And thanks for your excellent dividend to the for the year 23-24. Just I attend this meeting to strongly support all the resolutions under your leadership to take the company. I wish to God to give you more success and take the company on new heights in coming time to more return to the employees and the investors. And thank you, Via. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Manoj. Thank you. I now turn to the last but not the least, Sri Manjeet Singh.
My audible, sir?
Yes, please. Go ahead, Manjeet ji.
मैनेजमेंट टीम और सेक्रेटरियल टीम का मैं स्वागत करता हूं दिल्ली से जी। जिस तरह के आपने कंपनी ने मतलब जो है हमारी कंपनी बीएससी और एनएससी में लिस्टेड है और स्टॉक मार्केट ने आपको जिस तरह से रिवॉर्ड दिया है आपकी मेहनत का हमारे शेयर प्राइस बता रहा है, उस बारे में थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए कि हमारी आगे आने वाली टाइम में 2024-25 के अंदर ऑर्डर बुक कितनी है और हमारा जो है अर्निंग पर शेयर कितना आ पाएगा। थोड़ा आप इस बारे में अगर बताएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। बाकी आप कंपनी के बारे में थोड़ा प्लांट वगैरह भी हैं आपके, कभी आप मौका दें हमें अपने से मिलने का प्लांट वगैरह के, तो अच्छा लगेगा हमें। कभी ऐसा संभव हो पाए तो आप बताइएगा जी सर। और जिस तरह से आप हंसते खिलते हुए आप मिल रहे हैं, इसी तरह आप कंपनी को चलाते रहें और कंपनी जो है आने वाले टाइम में आपके जो प्रयास हैं, भगवान भी के आगे हम प्रार्थना करते हैं कि इसी तरह से कंपनी दिन दूनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करती रहे। सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट और मॉडरेटर ने जिस तरह से हमें जोड़ा है उनका भी धन्यवाद। इतनी दूर बैठकर हम आपसे जुड़ पाए हैं, जितने भी पर्सन बीच में रहे हैं उनका इस धन्यवाद। और Thank you for the management team. Thank you for the secretarial team.
Thanks a lot to all the 5 speakers, the 5 gentlemen who spoke. One special thanks, gents, all of you were very precise and you stuck to your time. In fact, one was precisely on just under 3 minutes and the rest were well below 3 minutes. So my sincere thanks. That's just for time management. For the sake of clarity, because Manjeet ji spoke in Hindi, so the 3 points I've noted from him: the future order book, EPS, plant visit, and a possible meeting. As regards all the other points, we have carefully taken notes of all the observations, and we will be very, very seriously considering your observations, suggestions, and we will see what best can be implemented. But as said earlier, that those informations which you have requested, which could be deemed as price sensitive, kindly excuse us that we will not be able to provide. With that, let me go forward. As mentioned earlier, members who are present and who have not cast their vote may cast their votes with the help of the scrutinizer. For this purpose, the voting facility will remain enabled for 15 minutes after the conclusion of this AGM. Thereafter, the scrutinizer shall count the votes cast at the AGM and unblock the votes cast through remote e-voting in the presence of at least 2 witnesses not in the employment of the company. I authorize scrutinizer Shri S.M. Gupta to finish his consolidated report on voting results to furnish his consolidated report on voting results on resolutions relating to ordinary and special business to our company secretary for and on behalf within the maximum of 2 working days from the conclusion of this AGM, who will then forward the same along with the voting results to BSE Limited and NSE of India Limited, and also upload it on the company's website and that of NSDL. Resolutions shall be deemed to be passed at the AGM subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. Finally, I, on behalf of all my colleagues on the board and on my own personal behalf, thank each and every member of the company and all those present. With these words, I declare the AGM now concluded. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we are concluding the meeting for everyone.